One of the recipes that I get asked over and over and over to share is my rajas con elote crema. This is how I like to do it. And the best part is you can turn this into a meal. So stick around until the end to see how you can do this. Let's get started. I'm going to take these chiles that I already washed and dried really well, and I'm gonna put them on the stove. There's different ways to blister them. You can use a comal, you can put them in the oven. I'm just gonna put them on the burners. You wanna place special attention on each one because they don't blister evenly and at the same time. So you wanna check each one, turn them. Once they're blistered, we're gonna put them in a plastic bag. It could be like a grocery bag or whatever, to sweat, and then the skin gets loose and we're gonna peel it. While they're on the stove, I'm going to slice one white onion in half rings. Once each one is done, you want to place them in a plastic bag to sweat. Close the bag and keep it covered. Okay, this is why some people use the oven. I just made a mess and I'm hoping not to burn down my house, but that's okay. I like this process, honestly. I have fun with it. Hearing them crack and stuff, it's almost like when you're sitting by the fire, in the fireplace, and you're listening to that. It's comforting. So I like the smell. I like all this. It's fun to me. But if you don't want to make a mess, definitely put them in the oven and blister them in the oven. Okay, so I've got them all in there. I did probably more like 13 or 14. Rajas don't last in my household. My husband literally eats all of them in one sitting. And I do too, honestly, I love them. So I did a lot. So I'm just gonna let them sweat there. In the meantime, I'm gonna get the sauce ready and clean up a little bit. Okay, so in a blender, this is really easy. You just put a can of media crema. This is really flavorful and rich and creamy, so I like this. So a can of that. And cream cheese. I've made them without cream cheese. I'm always making stuff differently. Like I mentioned before, to me, cooking is more of an art, not science. So literally, if I don't have cream cheese, then I'll just use crema, table cream. If I don't have media crema, then I'll just, I'm just always switching things around. So it's okay to do that too. So if you guys don't have something at home, just substitute, why not? Okay, so I'm gonna put garlic. One big fat clove of garlic. A little bit of salt. And pepper. I love pepper, so brace yourself. And this is chicken bouillon. I just feel like it gives it a really good flavor. I'm gonna add a little bit of half and half if it becomes too thick, but for now I'm just gonna check it to see if this is good. Okay, so now the rajas. Getting the rajas ready. Take each poblano pepper out of the bag, or you can put all of them in front of you and peel the skin off completely. Never ever wash them or run them on water because you'll wash away the flavor, so just scrape it off. Honestly, I peel these usually with my fingers, with my bare hands, but that might be too savage for viewers. So I'll use my knife. See, this is just... Look, let's be honest. I peel them like this, okay? That knife thing isn't working for me. This is how I peel them. And then I butterfly them and then open them and set them aside so that they cool. That way when I come back to clean the veins and the seeds, they'll be nice and cold. Okay, so I already took off all the skin off of all of the poblano peppers, Now I'm going to devein them and de-seed them. So I just took a spoon and I'm just lightly scraping the seeds off. And I don't try to do it perfectly. I don't mind a little bit of seeds here and there. And you can tell when you smell them and they smell strong and it hurts your eyes, they're really hot. These are not very hot at all. So if, you know, a little bit of the vein or the seed stays, I don't mind. But if you guys definitely don't want that, then make sure there's no veins or any seeds. So we'll do that and then set them aside to just slice. So now that the chiles are clean, I'm going to just simply slice them. And I place a few of them on top of each other. That way you don't have to do one at a time. All right. And then we're gonna have, so that's ready to go. Our onion is ready to go, salt, pepper, a garlic. Now we can put it all together. So now I'm going to heat up a saute pan to medium heat. In the meantime, I'm going to give this garlic a chop. Okay, so now that it's nice and warm, I'm gonna add butter and some infused garlic olive oil. And then I'm going to saute the onions first. So in a few minutes you can actually smell, it gives you this really nice scent where they're sort of caramelizing, so that's when I add the garlic. I always go by scent when it smells good, because if I say 2 minutes, 3 minutes, the pans get hot at different times, different rates. The heat doesn't, you know, and every stove is not the same. So it's better to just sort of keep your eye on it and smell it. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. I like a lot of pepper, so brace yourself because I like a lot of pepper on this dish. Now I'm gonna add the rajas. I think I need a bigger one. This is not big enough for all this. All right, so now that I mixed it really well and cooked it in here, I'm going to add the yummy salsa we made. And the corn, I said 1 cup, but you can do more or less, depending on how much you like it. I'm probably gonna do more because I really love corn. It's really good. You taste it and then you adjust if you need more salt or pepper or whatever, but I think it's really good like this. So now I'm gonna add corn. I love corn, so I am definitely gonna add more. That's not enough. And you can use fresh corn. Sometimes when I make them, I have corn and I just slice it and add it, or you can use frozen. Okay, now the moment of truth. I'm gonna eat a taco because this is so good. So the great thing about this dish is you can have them on the side with all kinds of different yummy things, or you can add the rotisserie chicken to the rajas with rice and a salad and make it a meal, or you can make tacos with them, or you can eat them by themselves. You can add cheese to them and make them cheesy. Just so good, so many possibilities. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave in the comments if you made it, if you liked it, what you do different, and if you have any other recipes that you'd like to see, let us know. Leave it in the comments, like and subscribe. Okay, so we'll see you on the next one.